I am ready to unveil my ultimate NBA dynasty rankings.
All right, I mean, it took you long enough.
Actually, he brought this up 2 weeks ago.
Finally, Toby says something useful.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, it would have taken me 20 minutes, but maybe that's because I know how to ball.
No one knows more than me, Russell.
Whatever.
About anything.
Ooh, that is patently false.
And you can patently shut it.
That doesn't make sense.
Maybe not, Toby. I'm not a book boy like you, but I am a knower of ball, and I am ready to unveil my dynasty list.
All right, just say it already. Do we need a drum roll?
All right, here we go. In reverse order, please hold your applause until the end. Number 9, Hakeem's Rockets.
I like that. I like that.
Number 8, Isaiah's Bad Boy Pistons. Number 7, LeBron's Big 3 Heat. Number 6, Birds Big 3 Celtics. Number 5, Steph's Warriors. Number 4, Duncan's Spurs. Number 3, Kobe's Lakers. Number 2, Magic's Showtime Lakers. And number 1.
I mean, it's obviously Jordan's Bulls.
Jordan's Bulls.
Wrong! It's Jordan's Bulls!
Yeah, that's what I said.
No spoilers, Russ.
I mean, we both said it already.
We could debate the definition of spoiler all day long, but what I want to know is, what do you think?
I mean, quite frankly, it's a shockingly coherent list, especially for you, Jalen. But, I think some of the placement is debatable.
Nobody cares, Toby. Russ, what do you think? You're a hooper. How'd I do?
Honestly, I think my biggest thing is Duncan's Spurs. I feel like you put him a little high.
What about 5 championships? Don't you understand,
No, I know.
Russell?
It's how long it took to get him,
Duncan's first championship came in 1999, and his last was in 2014. That's a 16-year span.
Right, and the Warriors, who you put below them, won 4 in 9 years. I mean, I could even make the case for the Celtics being more dominant, winning 3 and 7, including 5 finals appearances and going up against those great Lakers teams. Plus, I might put Larry over Steph if we're keeping it 100.
Look, those are interesting points you both make. It's clear you spent a lot of time thinking about this, and for that, I commend you. Unfortunately, it pains me to say this, but you're both unbelievably wrong and stupid.
Okay, we don't need to make it personal, Jalen. It's okay to disagree.
Everything is personal, Russ. This is war.
Pretty sure this is a TV show.
That it is, Toby, which means it's time for a quick commercial break. Back with more Jalen Murphy Show after this.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at San Antonio, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's the Lakers.
Warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
And now the Lakers starting group. They've got James, Austin Reeves out there with Doncic. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hayes in at the 5 spot. And for the Spurs, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Parker out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. We passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing. And that's the weight room strength of Doncic right there, fully displayed.
Parker outside, nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Reeves, coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Austin Reeves has handles that are kind of sneaky but very effective. He's clever at getting shots for himself.
Reeves against Fox. And he uses
Points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Reeves outside. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And Hayes kicks to Finney Smith. Pass to LeBron. That 3 off the mark. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Zohan, the pass to Parker. And here is Vassell. This one for 3. Good on the triple.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Reeves. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. All right, Greg, here we are on the day before Thanksgiving, a very special time of the year. Any favorite Thanksgiving traditions or foods for you or your family?
Oh, Kevin, I'm a sweet potato pie lover, but I tell you, man, I love it all. I can't wait.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball, a very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Here's James after the basket by San Antonio. Bucket is good, and that's now 6 points for Luka Doncic.
The guard attributes on display there. Luka with one of the quicker releases you'll see in the game.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Charles Massey, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Barnes comes in for Sohan. Johnson, he's checked in for Devin Vassell. And Castle is subbed in for Fox. Hachimura, he's checked in for the Lakers. Gabe Vincent comes in for Austin Reeves. Vincent misses. Spurs leading by 7. Here's Castle. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Out to Parker from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Here's Bassett. That's a 2 from Barnes. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Alex Len's checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for LeBron. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Hard work.
Spurs lead by 2. And we'll be back right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Gabe Vincent. Connect out there with Hachimura. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Reeves in at the 2-guard spot. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Vincent up top, covered by Parker. Vincent the pass to Vanderbilt. Reeves outside. tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. San Antonio's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all five guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Here's Vincent. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Dalton Connect picks one up.
And one thing you gotta love about Johnson, his energy. The man doesn't take his foot off the gas.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Spurs. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Thanks for being with us, and let's get straight into it with the Players of the Week. Fellas, when you're on this kind of a roll, how hard is it to slow somebody like that down?
I wouldn't know, Ernie. I'm the jet. I just flew right by people.
Doesn't matter how fast they're going when you're the diesel truck with no brakes. You just run them over, Ernie.
Very insightful.
Big diesel coming through.
And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Lakers.
Playing on the road is definitely more of a challenge, but you know that coming in. They didn't seem all well prepared for this environment for the matchup. I'm sure the coach is trying to coach them up and change the momentum in their favor.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Parker out there with Fox, and it's Vassell in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Hayes the pass to Reeves. To the wing on the left. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. No good with the triple. Spurs leading by 8. Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
And this kid has all the confidence in the world. Wembanyama stayed under control just in time to beat the clock.
Here's Doncic. Doncic going to work.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Wembanyama. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Here's Doncic. Rebound San Antonio. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Fox against Reeves. And Fox gets it to go. And now it's a 12-point Spurs lead.
Man, he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Reeves outside. Back to LeBron. Pass to Finney-Smith. LeBron against Wembanyama. And it's LeBron missing.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Chalk up 2 there.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Lakers trail by 14. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here's Doncic from the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
The Spurs making a switch here. Gasol's checked in.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. The Lakers have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the 3rd quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Reeves the pass to Hachimura. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hachimura's got 6.
Hachimura was hoping the ball would come his way, and he was ready.
Parker outside. It's hauled in by LeBron. Lakers trail by 14. Doncic outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
And that one's good. Parker.
Boy, he's playing out.
Back to Doncic. The 19-foot shot, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 17 points in the game.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Charles Massey, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sohan. And it's Johnson in for Vassell. And then for the Lakers, Vanderbilt's checked in for Jackson Hayes. And it's Connect in for LeBron.
Hey, yo, right here.
54 seconds left in the 3rd. Reeves the pass to Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
So he gets them both. And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
Goes back up. Forcing his way inside, Doncic.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Castle. Back to Barnes. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And then for Los Angeles, Hayes is checked in for Vanderbilt. Austin Reeves comes in for Hachimura. And Doncic is subbed in for Gabe Vincent. Now, here's Fox. So for the Lakers right now, Austin Reeves out there with Doncic. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's James. And it's Hayes in at the center, locking down the middle.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
That doesn't go either for Doncic. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, one, guys flopping to draw fouls, and then two, whining when fouls aren't called.
Vassell, right side. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Two open that time, made it look too easy. And the Spurs lead by 21.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Doncic finds Hayes. Reeves outside. And Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there should be some standards and accountability. And I think it goes hand in hand with the push for parity. It ensures equal access to the information that will enable all teams to make informed decisions on draft day. So I like it. I really do.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Parker.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Parker kicks to Vassell. Launches a 3. And so it's San Antonio, easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.